Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 16th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Everybody had a great Friday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Hurricane Ernesto, which looks to remain a Category 1 hurricane. Well, right now it's a Category 2, but it should weaken down to a Category 1, which is good news for Bermuda and the northern central tropical Atlantic. By the time it gets to the North Atlantic, it looks like it will remain just a remnant low. So South Carolina weather radar, we got some showers and storms moving out of the mountains down into the upstate of South Carolina, which could possibly make it down into the Midlands of South Carolina. So we'll have to continue to monitor that. We'll take a look at the radars. That way we can take a look at that. We'll show you where that current activity is. Also, we're going to take a look at weather to talk about for your Saturday and Sunday. Sunday looks like a pretty active weather day, possibly across the Carolinas up into Virginia, and also maybe back into Georgia and Alabama, with a slight risk has been placed in portions of that region. So we'll talk about that in tonight's video. Alright, make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Love to have you. Tell your family, friends, neighbor to hit that subscribe button. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's go and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can right in this area here where I'm showing my mouse here, this system do not have no eye wall to it. It looks like the eye wall has collapsed to it pretty much, and it should remain, and it should begin to continue to weaken as it lifts off to the north. Alright, let's take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Alright, you can see here is the 5 p.m. advisory. The wind field there, tropical storm force wind field, hurricane wind field behind the X. According to that, Bermuda is in a hurricane warning. You can see a little bit of the red right there. The hurricane conditions continue all the way up into portions of the north central tropical Atlantic, but I'm expecting this here to be probably just a remnant low by the time it gets up here, and then it continues on out into the north central tropical Atlantic. I would not, like I said, would not be surprised to see this here drop back to a tropical storm, maybe even a post-tropical cyclone by Monday afternoon. Alright, if you tracking the system at home, it's located near latitude 30.6 north, longitude 65.6 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 100 miles an hour with higher gusts, moving to the northeast at 13 miles per hour. Right now it's classified as a hurricane with winds of 74 to 110 miles per hour. And it will begin to weaken, so the numbers from 100 miles per hour will continue to decrease as we roll forward. Alright, let's take a look at the computer models. This here is the Spaghetti-O models here. As you can see here at the center of the storm, the lines are well compacted. All the models are consistent. Takes it all the way into the north central tropical Atlantic. One wants to move it across St. John's Island, but the remainder of it remains south. But I would not be surprised you guys get a little gusty winds and some rain out of this system as it drops and lifts off to the north and east. Alright, now, alright, just gonna have to wait for a little bit. Oh, here it comes. Alright, you can see here it is about 90 knots. Remains a Category 1. Some even takes it down to a tropical storm. Some boosted up just a little bit, and then it finally just drops off completely towards about 84 to 144 hours out, it just drops off to a tropical storm and just a remnant low. All right, that's your tropical update. Now let's move on to the weather radar for Columbia, South Carolina. As you can see, we got a line of showers and storms in the western North Carolina mountains up here coming through Asheville. If this whole activity holds together, you guys in Hickory, the Spartanburg, Greenville, Anderson, this activity will maybe get you as it continues to drop southeast. All these white boxes up here will continue to move southeast as well. But as it gets into the Midlands, I would not rule out a isolated severe storm across Newberry to Lancaster to Camden to Columbia, points to the northwest, maybe even Aiken and Augusta. You could get on activity, but mainly I'm looking at anybody from Columbia over to Lancaster, maybe Sherrill. I'm not for sure if it'll make it that far. Darlington, Florence, Sumter, I don't know if it'll make it to your area before it kind of peters out, before it makes down to the south and east. So we'll continue to see what happens with that line. All right, now let's take a look at the current watches warning advisory map for your locating across the nation. All right, as you can see, we got a lot of air quality alerts for portions of New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State, portions of New York State, portions of areas around the Boston area, also in portions of northern Minnesota, portions of areas of Nebraska, and also portions of Colorado. We got that line of severe thunderstorm warnings in the mountains of North Carolina. Still got the river flood warnings up here for areas in eastern North Carolina, South Carolina. High surf warnings. I think a high surf advisory. No, beach hazard statement, excuse me, for the South Carolina coast. And also we had the small craft advisories from up here near the Boston area, all the way down to the east coast of Florida because of Hurricane Ernesto. We have heat advisory for portions of Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, portions of Arkansas, also in the portions of Oklahoma, Texas area. So that's a heat warning there as well in burgundy color. Also we have some severe thunderstorm warnings here as well, and severe thunderstorm warning for Oklahoma. A little bit for portions of areas of northwestern Arkansas and southwestern Missouri. Also a few pockets of counties here in New Mexico with heat advisories. Also flood watches for portions of Arizona, Utah, portions of Washington, Oregon State, special weather statements there in Washington, Oregon State as well. Wind advisories over Nevada, and some red flag warnings for portions of Wyoming, Idaho, Oregon, California, and Nevada region as well. Small craft advisories for portions of the California coast. Alright, high surf warnings in effect for our advisories here for portions of the Hawaiian Chain Island. Small craft advisory to the south, also around the Alaska area. Inland Alaska, we have some high wind warning, wind advisories, and also some coastal areas there with some flood watches and coastal flood advisories as well. Alright, let's move on to the severe weather for tomorrow. We have a pocket over here with a marginal risk and slight risk from just east of Seattle to Portland to Eugene to Medford area, with the marginal and slight risk area there. Marginal risk up here from Salt Lake City to Cedar City. Portion of northwestern areas of Arizona as well. Also a little bit of marginal risk over around McCobe and Colby area. And also a little bit up here in portions of North Dakota. Then again from Little Rock, Arkansas to Buffalo and Rochester areas over to Roanoke. Then we have a slight risk from Cincinnati, Louisville to Bowling Green, Kentucky area. Alright, the tornado probability, 2% pretty much just around the Kentucky area. Damaging winds will be the main concern, 5% brown, 15 in the yellow. And hail, pretty much same areas, 5 and 15% respectively. And finally, we're going to wrap it up with the severe weather for your Sunday. Marginal risk stretching from up here in Philadelphia, New York, all the way down into portions of Little Rock, Arkansas to Tallahassee, Florida, Mobile, Alabama, Jacksonville. Slight risk stretching from up here in Raleigh to Columbia to just northwest of Savannah, Columbus, Georgia, you included. Also just east of, just south of Birmingham, Alabama. Another marginal risk over here from Rapid City to Colby to McCook areas as well. General thunderstorms elsewhere. Probability 5 or 15 respectively. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that's the video for this evening. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care.